Okay, if you were to consider my previous talks about demonic attack, the other thing I wanted to talk to you was about riding the energy waves. So I talked about how there were supposed to be waves of really loving energy coming into the planet at some time. And I would say even that these demonic attacks seem to come in waves. So to me, I don't see these waves, like there's a wave of water coming towards me. But, these vibes that seem to be coming in. And sometimes some of the commentators that do like the energy forecast for the month kind of thing on YouTube will talk about what kind of energy they think is coming, and quite often, they've got their own personal spin to it. But these energies, to me, come through every day, and they are like waves. And some of these waves are, what kind of energy we got right now? This is, it's blue sky and it's sunset. It's cool where I am. It's not the best energy, even though the weather is nice. It's not super heavy energy, but it's still leaning more heavy than upbeat. Now, some people think, if they have a glass of wine or two, that they start feeling better. Dr. Hawkins, Dr. David R. Hawkins, the Enlightenment teacher, says it's because drugs tend to mask low-frequency energies. But there's a big caveat on that. Everyone knows that, maybe one glass of red wine makes you feel kind of nice and warm. But if you drink a whole bottle, some people might start getting drunk and nasty. Too much alcohol brings out nastiness in people, in my opinion. And everyone knows that after drinking a bottle of wine the next day, quite likely you're going to be hungover. And as for other drugs, it's a mixed bag. Some of them have got nasty hangovers and some of them are very addictive. Dr. Hawkins says the addictiveness comes because you get used to feeling high. And strangely enough, feeling high is actually what humans should feel like all the time without drugs. But they don't, because we have got a lot of things that drag our vibration down. And, I don't know. Dr. Hawkins goes through a lot of different things that it could be. A lot of times he talks about karma and past life karma, stuff that has to do with your own personal karma and group karma from your city, your country, I suppose your planet. But, that's what he says is the reason why people get addicted to things like opiates and, various other things, is because they get used to the high. And everyone knows in order to maintain the high, especially with opiates, you got to do higher and higher doses of opiates. So that's the addiction, and that's why it's highly unrecommended to start using drugs to make you feel good. Some plant medications are they addictive? Could be. Then again, even in ancient India, they talked about having stuff called soma And I'm not sure if anybody knows whether it was like magic mushrooms or what exactly it was, but it was something that people could take when they'd had enough of reality as it was, and then they could, I'm not sure what exactly experience they had, but it was basically some relief from horrible. So it seems like in man's history, people have used these different plant substitutes for enlightenment. So, in the end, there is no substitute for doing your own inner work, dealing with your own. There's a myriad of things you could look at: inner child and traumas. It seems like everyone is traumatized. When you clear some trauma, then you get demonically attacked, and then you get some more trauma. See, I drink lots of water. But if you're going to ride these waves, then you become expert actor, and then you act within reason with the energies that come in. And if you can see yourself acting based upon the new energies that come in, then you might not get so worried about a few moments of negativity, and you brush it off, and you're back to being an actor, and the new energy comes in, somebody you know and like, and you might, get a bounce, become a bit of a different person. Sometimes some of the people describe these energies as sometimes chaotic. And if you felt chaotic energy, well, you have to ride the chaos. And sometimes what that means for me is if I'm feeling this chaotic energy and people are trying to talk to me, I might nod my head, but I can't pay attention to them. You can act like you're paying attention to them, but if you're, in the middle of chaotic energy, you're probably going to lose focus, and nodding your head is. And then what I often do is I just wander away for a while, see if that energy passes. But if you're sensitive to energy, this will be nothing new. If you're not sensitive to energy, this might sound kooky. If you want to learn to be more sensitive to energy, you could go and become inducted into Reiki. I don't know about the other kinds of things. I haven't tried them. I was asking one master of Tai Chi about psychic self-defense, and he said he didn't know how. So I don't know, if even physical martial artists know how to deal with these kind of psychic attacks. There you have it. My other lectures are on YouTube at InfiniteBob99, and I've got some really bad karaoke there, and some of my cosmic characters do their little bits. We have ongoing stories on different ones, and if you find one you like, they're tags, so you can click on the tag and get more of the same kind. I am Bobby Burrows, and usually the person that talks with this hat on is Colonel Cliff Serene. He's not here right now. Or Harry Weaver, our narrator, which also looks like me, because all the characters are played by me.